Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So this morning, reading in Proverbs 17, very first verse 1. Better a dry crust with peace than a house full of feasting with strife. You know, we're coming into the holiday season, and you are going to have all kinds of invitations to surround yourself and be engaged in the festivities of the season, right? And I don't know about you, but there have been times in my life where going to those events in certain situations have been way more dangerous for me than if I would have stayed home and just had a piece of toast. It's really, really hard to recognize that because, number one, the outside pressure to be in attendance at all the family events and all of that is overwhelming. Number two, if I stay home, I don't have that great meal. And there's been times in my life where I had mac and cheese in the cupboard. I had toast. I didn't have a whole lot. So going and having a big meal was a big deal. You know, I'll be honest with you. I always went. I love my family. I love interacting with friends that may not have been safe for me, right? I loved that idea, and I always went. But afterwards, I dealt with the stuff. And that's not their fault. It's not. Because I chose to be in that environment when I knew I would deal with that stuff. You know, in recovery, we're told all the time, if you can't safely be around the family, the real family, the blood, or the old friends, surround yourself with new family. Get yourself involved in church. Get yourself involved in Celebrate Recovery. If you're in the Bay City area, get yourself involved in Mission Recovery. It's every Wednesday night. Connect with people who understand what you're going through and be involved in them. Family can come back around at another day. It's possible. But if you engage that process before you're ready, it's dangerous. Solomon told his own son, who he loved so much he wrote this entire book for, the greatest pieces and nuggets of wisdom that Solomon could have for his son. And he says this: better a dry crust with peace than a house full of feasting with strife. He knew it. I want you to know it as well. It's okay to not engage in an environment that's going to create stress and strife for you later, or even that day. It would be better to stay home, work through your stuff, and a year or two later, as you've dealt with all of that and mended relationships, maybe engage those things again. But do it safely. Do it wisely. It's important to remember that going into this season and coming out of it. If you're not engaging with family because it's not safe, you're not guilty. You're empowered. And you need to know that. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.